What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for the 9th episode of the Fresh in the Feed podcast. My name is Matthew, his name's Andrew, and we're refreshing your feed so you don't have to. And just some stupid shit was going on once again in the world. I don't know what. Every week we come on here and we just talk about the worst.
That was such an aggressive
The most bizarre things. First story I wanted to dive into was, I have it here, that there was this guy, I'm going to pull up his name, Henson Carp. Okay, so he was, for those of you who don't know, he opened up a bag of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, allegedly. Mm-hmm. This is according to what he says. Pours out some Cinnamon Toast Crunch and finds 2 cinnamon and sugar covered shrimp tails. Shrimp, shrimp tails in the box.
Sorry, what was his last name?
Carp.
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
That's the guy who found a shrimp in Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That's awesome.
That's so funny.
I didn't even think of that. No. So there's a lot of criticism towards this fucking guy, and obviously Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Or General Mills.
Yeah.
Makes Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
So what they're saying is, like, there's 2 sides. It could be either this guy is just trying to get some fame, or this actually happened.
This happened in the warehouse. Okay, what do you think it is?
Okay, I think 100% that didn't happen. Like, this didn't happen.
It had to be. It almost has to be like a fame monger or whatever, right? Like, he has to be looking for fame, because
like the Gorilla Glue girl.
How would a shrimp get into that warehouse?
Exactly.
Unless, like, I don't know, right?
Exactly.
Yo, if I'm General Mills or whatever, do you think this is bad publicity for them?
Yeah.
Because everybody, I don't know.
Yeah, but at the
kind of like making a joke of it.
Yeah,
right? Like, I haven't seen anybody like, oh my, that's disgusting. I'm never having cinnamon.
No, it's like, first of all, they don't even have shrimp within, like, they even said it. They're like, there's no shrimp in the entire factory. Like, where would this come from?
Exactly.
Out of maybe like a worker's pocket. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, some guy brought it and threw it in.
That is so dangerous for the. Okay, say he is capping. That is so dangerous, because if you're General Mills, you gotta sue. Right?
Him?
Yeah.
No.
He's defaming you. He's making up lies about your company.
Well, okay,
that could
so
potentially
corporate wise, like, you the guest is all, the customer's always writing all that shit, and you can't, if he claims that it was in there, if you don't have enough evidence to prove, it could have been like product tampering.
You have to do an investigation, right?
Yeah.
You have to.
Probably. I think they did. I think they were trying to, and he was like, just so against it. They're like, oh, we're going to give you some vouchers. We're going to take care of it. Like, let us do an investigation. Let's see if there was product tampering or anything like that, right? To see if it was, like, if it can happen again. And he was just like, no, like, you guys aren't believing me that it was, that it came like this and all that. And he's making, like, this big stink.
Yeah, he's annoying.
Like, just trying to get, like, it seems like he's just trying to do, like, a fame. Like,
clout chaser?
Yeah, he's a clout chaser. Like, that's what it is. But, bro, like, if you look at them, I'm going to throw up the picture here.
Oh, what a terrible thing to find in your cereal, though. Right?
Yeah, this is it right here.
Like, if you just... Oh, and cinnamon covered. Hold on. We're looking at full on...
This is the guy.
Yeah.
Henson Carp. And this is what claims to be the shrimp. Okay, that looks exactly like shrimp.
So it's the
like the tails, yeah, the shrimp tails. But the thing that they said originally, CTC, was like, they came out and said that these are just like clumps of cinnamon and sugar.
Yeah, that's what
that like get clumped together. But I absolutely fucking doubt it, because this looks exactly like a shrimp tail.
It does.
But
okay, this guy has to save this, right? You're not just throwing it out.
Yeah, that's what he said. Okay, so they also said that this guy Henson was gonna threaten to take it to a lab and have it tested.
All right.
So, and they're still like either awaiting tests or it hasn't done it yet. There hasn't been anything released.
If I'm like General Mills or whatever, I'm all on board. Like, yo, send us.
Yeah, go. Like, yeah.
Let's do this investigation. Like, you know what I mean? Because then either you expose him, like, yo, you're just a cloud chaser.
But yo, take in this. Like, if you don't notice that, you're mucking a shrimp tail.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. A cinnamon.
You know, like, it's a early morning. You're trying to get a breakfast, and you're just like, you're not looking, and you're just. down the hatch.
I'm terrible with this shit too, because if I find that shrimp tail in, I'm not saying shit.
Oh,
I'm that kind of person. I look at it, I'm like, what the fuck is garbage?
Yeah.
And I just keep like doing whatever. Or I throw out whatever.
Yeah.
Are you throwing out the box? You kind of got to, right?
No.
If there was a fucking shrimp.
I'm not throwing out the fucking box. I paid $8 for this.
I probably wouldn't even notice it was a shrimp tail. I'd be like, fucking whatever this is.
A clump of sugar,
and
just flick in the garbage.
Toss it.
Yeah, are you the kind of guy that sends a hair
no
food back with hair in it?
No, I'm so fucking hairy, Matthew Storino.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, okay. You know what I mean? Like,
but that I always just assume it's my hair. And even if it's somebody else's hair, it's like, yo, they didn't put that hair in on purpose. Like, it is what it is. I don't know, like, unless it's like a clump of hair, which has never happened.
No. Like a single hair.
I won't throw it back. I won't
send it back.
I won't send it back.
I don't know. Like, that's a lot of people do.
That's one thing though that does disgust me. And I'm hairy as fuck. But every time I see like hair in my food, I'm like, oh, whoa. And I just kind of like get
no, that's
off
too
by
nice.
it.
I send that shit right back.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Like if you're at a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but how? Okay, say you're 90%
hairy
your meal.
Oh.
Your body is.
No, if I find it after I started eating it,
yeah,
I don't say anything.
Yeah, right.
Because then it's mine. Then it's mine.
Oh, but if it's like
if it's a longer, then I'm. If it's like a girl's like long hair or whatever, yeah, no chance. But like if I've already started eating and I find it, then. Yeah.
But that's just me as a person too. I'm very like.
No, I don't really care, to be honest.
Yeah, which is good, right? Because if you're paying for the food and shit.
Well, like to be fair, I think it's a good and bad thing after working in like that type of business and just getting shit on by people.
Yeah.
Then it's kind of like I get shit on all the time.
But there's a right way and a wrong way about that, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you're not fucking a dick and be like, what the fuck is this? Blah blah blah. Like you know what I mean? Like you're probably just like, hey, can I just get another one? There's giant fucking hair in here. Which like most people aren't, which is kind of like.
But do you notice that like after working in that type of business, I have a lot of sympathy for like people like restaurant workers.
Yeah, for sure.
Like when people are like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, like we're out of this tonight." Like I have so much sympathy.
Oh yeah, I won't or even
I don't complain at all.
Yeah.
Like there's people that are like, "Are you are you kidding me? I can't believe you're out of this shit." Whatever. It's like, yo, I never say that.
Something so minor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you go to Subway, right, and they don't have fucking green olives, and you say you normally get green olives on your fucking sub, and they don't have green olives, not the fucking end of the world. Just
yeah,
get
bro.
Green
Just
olives.
get.
But some people are like,
yeah, people
if I knew there was no green olives.
Yeah,
my fucking. It's like what the fuck.
People make a big
your
stink.
Bread and all. Yeah, it's like fucking relax, Jerry.
I don't even get fucking green. Like I don't get any of that stuff besides lettuce and
okay, but
sauces.
if they didn't have lettuce, right?
Then it's like
fuck, they didn't have lettuce. But it's like I'm
if
still
it's a
not
make or
start
break.
Crying. The bread.
Yeah, if they don't have Italian herb and cheese, then I'm out.
Listen, there was one time I've never been so disappointed. I went 2 hours before closing. Italian herb and cheese, nothing. I was like, God. Just give me white. That's cool. No, they had nothing except flatbread. And I was like, I'm just gonna go. That's all right. Like,
you know what's worse than flatbread? It's super good for you. The nine grain or 9 whole wheat.
You're just eating fucking chia seeds or whatever.
Yeah, whatever the fuck is in. Just a bunch of grains. But that one's like the best for you. But Italian herb cheese slaps.
No, it's so terrible for you. Did you see in the UK?
It has like the most calories.
I know we're getting fucking off topic, but did you see in the UK Subway can't classify
their bread as bread?
That's so wild.
My God,
that's so fucking
that's
wild.
So crazy because it's like it's not so actually bread.
Yeah,
like it's not
there's
actually
too much sugar or whatever in it.
Yeah,
right? Is it sugar? I think
I don't know.
There's something. There's like too much of something in it that they can't actually classify it as bread. I think we actually brought this up on the last podcast too, when we were talking about McDonald's and like how the fuck do you classify this as a burger? Like how do we get away with it?
Wait, did I just say that because you told me?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but still, like that's wild that they can't consider it bread because there's too much fucking like sugar or whatever in it. Subway does slap though. I fucking love a sub.
Yeah, like I had it in my thing. Ireland's Supreme Court ruled that Subway's bread shouldn't be classified as bread for tax purposes due to its sugar to flour ratio. Oh my God.
Fuck, that's why it slaps so good.
It's
give me
all
some
sugar,
bread.
yeah. In a decision shocking to those familiar with the $5 footlong, Ireland's Supreme Court has ruled Subway bread isn't actually bread.
Holy fuck.
So what is it then? A pastry?
Yeah, right. I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's a
Holy
pastry.
Fuck.
That's fucked.
Listen.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't taste like it has sugar in it.
I know, but it tastes
probably
delicious, so that's probably why.
Yeah, that's definitely why.
Everything good is fucked.
I don't know. I originally. Well, go.
No. Sorry, go.
No, cause the reason why I had it so much is because it was right inside my thing, my college, and then like, it's a wrap because like every day it's just like.
Do you know there was one point? This is Andrew facts, but there's Subway has the most chains in the world.
Yeah. They're the biggest. They're the biggest franchise in the world.
Which you would think McDonald's, right?
Yeah, I would think that too.
You could fucking fit a Subway anywhere. In a Subway. But
that's a good idea.
I was gonna ask you, going back to the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and cereals, are you let's fucking see how many Subways.
41,000 stores worldwide.
1,000
for Subways.
Stores. Holy fuck! Can you search up how much is Subway worth? Like, with over 41,000 stores worldwide, you have to be just fucking rolling in it. They were probably man, when that Jared news came out,
15 billion.
They're worth 15 billion. A fucking sandwich shop. That's wild.
15 billion. Now, if you go look up, like, to put it into comparison, you look at McDonald's.
McDonald's has to be worth more.
Okay, so total assets of $47.5 billion. Oh, sorry.
Shit. Merge is the worst, most valuable chain, brand valuing near $130
billion.
And they have assets
worth $47.5 billion.
That's wild.
But you think about it, and they have more stores.
Who?
Subway.
Yeah, Subway.
A lot more stores.
Yeah.
So they're just making so much money at the McDonald's.
McDonald's just makes more.
Yeah.
Right? Because McDonald's is...
What were you going to say about the Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Oh, so I was going to say, were you allowed to have sugary cereals as a kid?
Anytime I wanted.
Yeah, right? I think that's why I'm
too. Yeah.
Because my mom was just... Anything I wanted. Any sugar I wanted as a kid.
Yeah, it's just...
Like, no discipline for me.
Yeah,
but I think that was good because now it's like, whatever. Like, it's
I used to be able to, like, not have it at night. Like, sometimes I'd be
like after 8?
Yeah, or like whatever. I would just be like, because I'm gonna be up till like 5 a.m, just bouncing like everywhere.
Can I tell you a story?
Yeah, go ahead.
About eating after 8. Oh, this is hilarious. My mom's gonna be pissed if she. Whatever. Mom, love you. Anyways, I was such a little fucking shit as a kid. So when I was like kindergarten grade 1, I used to like throw up every day, like after.
That was me too.
Like I was so skinny. I was like 30 pounds, got my tonsils back, could keep down food. Listen, game over. Game over from there. But I would like throw up every time. Like if I ate after 8 o'clock, it was a wrap. I'm throwing up that night.
Really?
Yeah. It was ridiculous. So like my parents were like, no, you can't think. So there was one time it was like 8:30. And me and my dad in the kitchen, and my dad's making like a cheese sandwich. A fucking late night snack or whatever, right? I'm like, Dad, I'm hungry. Like, I want a sandwich. He's like, buddy, you're going to throw up. I can't do it. Blah, blah, blah. Right? He's like, Dad, come on. And then he's just like, all right. He's like, don't tell your mother. Makes me a fucking cheese sandwich.
Everywhere.
11:30 at night. I'm throwing up without a doubt. My mom comes in. She was like, I was in the washroom. She was like, what happened? Did you eat after 8? Like, why are you thinking? I'm like crying, throwing up. And I'm like, Dad gave me a sandwich. Like, immediately ratted out my father. Just like,
you did it.
But I was like, he knows I'm gonna throw up. He gave me a cheese sandwich. And my dad was like, never again. Yeah. You son of a bitch.
Oh
never
my God.
Again.
What a dick.
But yeah, I immediately ratted
I
him out.
was the same way. That's weird that you mentioned that. From when I was a kid, I think it was 2 years old, I had a surgery. I had like my intestines when I was small, they were like tangled.
Oh fuck.
They were like life-threatening tangled.
Oh shit.
Like they would
that didn't happen to me.
It was like a knot, and the food couldn't pass through, so everything was just coming back.
Come right back.
Oh yeah, just come right back
fuck.
out, and I was like throwing up everything, and then apparently they like punched a lot of gas into me or something, and then like it all like went back to normal or some shit.
Everything just
but that was when I was like super small. I don't even think I was a year.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
Oh,
it
you
wasn't
were
2
like,
years. It was like still like a baby.
that shit's scary as fuck.
But like after that, I was throwing up bare, and then they were like, "What the fuck is going on?" Right?
Yeah.
And I guess it just didn't. It didn't like have
There was
anything to
nothing-
do with it.
yeah,
No.
you were just-
But now I'm not throwing up now. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I wish. Well, no, that's fucked
No,
up.
that's fucked up,
That's
man.
so fucked
That's so fucked
But
up.
God, listen,
That
sometimes.
would help. It would help.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
So, anyways, cereals. What was
Favorite?
your like? One? Were you? I'm not a breakfast guy. I don't eat breakfast every day. I never even growing up. I wasn't a thing. But if
I
I
still don't eat
wanted cereal,
breakfast.
I would have. You still don't eat
I
breakfast.
don't eat breakfast
Yeah,
at all.
Same. But if you did have to eat a cereal as a kid, or you felt like cereal or whatever, what was your go to?
Okay, as a teenager, it would have been Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is
The hierarchy of it's the fucking
top 3. It's like a top 3.
Yeah, it's like the top, like the god of cereals. But when I was a kid, it was this. I'm gonna pull up the picture. Tell me if you remember, or they still sell it.
Are you talking about cinnamon toast? Oh yeah, I do. They do have that, right?
No, not French Toast Crunch, because this looks really good. I'm talking about French Toast cereal. This one, French
What
Toast
the
Crunch.
fuck is that?
This is the
Oh,
OG,
the
one
OG
with the
French
maple
Toast
syrup.
I don't remember that.
Oh my god, bro! I used
I
to
remember French Toast
destroy
Crunch.
this.
I was a Nesquik guy. Ooh, just chocolate. Oh, the milk after? Are you kidding me? Just chocolate.
I hated chocolate.
Milk. Oh,
I'm not a chocolate guy. I'm just not. I'm always vanilla. Always plain
really?
vanilla. Always.
Yeah, everything chocolate.
No.
Favorite? What's your favorite ice cream?
Vanilla.
No, okay. Say you go to Baskin Robbins, you're not just getting a scoop of vanilla.
No, okay.
That's are you
If you're talking about
chocolate
all-time favorite ice cream, I'm gonna have to go with this. I don't want to get all fancy, but it's
here we go. Some Italian name.
yeah.
I already know.
No, it's strawberry.
Oh, go to Frank.
It was strawberry, but it's called fragola.
Ooh,
No,
that
it was
sounds
good.
nice though.
Yeah, it was good. No, it was good. I had it in Rome at a little place in near.
Oh, you literally only get it at one place?
No, that was the where I had it. I guess it tastes like that some other place, but that one that I had I had 3 days in a row. That was the best ice cream I've ever had in my life.
Yeah,
has to be.
It's weird to think when you go to Europe and shit, and you're eating food, and you're like, I don't know if this is just so fucking good,
or it's because I'm here,
or if it's because the atmosphere and everything that it makes it taste 10 times.
No,
better.
Sometimes it's most of the time it's the food is just amazing.
Yeah, right. Bread in Europe.
Oh
is
yeah,
just fucking wild.
Oh yeah, that's the best shit.
See, my favorite ice cream is Rocky Road. So it's just fucking chocolate.
Fuck that.
Fucking everything chocolate.
Even milk. I'm not a chocolate milk guy. I hate all that.
Oh, you're crazy.
Straight white milk. The only chocolate thing that I like is a Nutella sandwich.
I guess
You know what I mean?
you're more of a savory guy. You love chips, right?
I'm more of a chip savory guy, but I also like that. If I do sweets, it's more like vanilla stuff.
Yeah.
Or plain chocolate chip cookies or some shit like that.
You know what fucking slaps I've been getting back into, and it's not helping the fucking
Gut?
the wagon, is the fucking McCain chocolate cake. They put cocaine in that whatever that frosting is. I don't like frosting on cake and shit. Just give me the actual cake. But holy fuck, the frosting on McCain cake is ridiculous. Is ridiculous.
Just
I hate
give me
frosting.
the actual
Bro,
cake.
on birthday cakes and stuff. I don't need to just eat pure sugar.
I
give me
hate
that fucking
frosting.
cake. I hate it.
Unless it's Betty.
And it's all when it's thick as
Thick?
fuck,
Oh
and you get a
my
little
God.
cake. It's come on, come on, holy fuck, just pump me with sugar.
Holy shit! You know the only one that's worth getting is the Betty Crocker one. I don't know.
Yeah, that one does slap.
That one slaps.
That one does slap,
That vanilla one slaps. But when you get especially what's the worst? You know what's worse than icing on a cake? Fondant.
Oh yeah, dude, fondant
It's
looks like it
leather.
would taste so good.
I know.
Boss fucked me up because I don't think I ever had fondant.
They put the tablecloth of fondant on top of
and
the
it looks
thing.
so good. Yeah, it tastes like shit.
It tastes like garbage. It tastes like
tastes
leather.
Terrible. Yeah,
It tastes like you're eating a sugar carpet.
Not good.
Yeah, it's like
most
the
deceiving
worst
thing.
version of a fruit roll up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just so
I also
inedible.
don't like any jellies stuff. Have you ever?
No, I'm not a pudding guy, not a jelly,
Yeah.
not a Jello guy, none of that, none of that consistency. It's got to be either fully liquid or solid. It's not.
Can you
I'm
bring
not
up a picture of flan? Flan. I don't know if Italians have this, but it's like I know Portuguese dessert. Yeah, have you ever had this?
It's like a fucking creme brulee.
No. This shit is like a pudding, and it like jiggles.
Oh yeah.
I hate.
Yeah, I've seen
it.
this.
Doesn't taste bad. Tastes great, but the consistency fucks me up, and I can't.
No. This is in between the solid and liquid. And I don't like it.
Yeah, I can't do it. It's too. It's too. Yeah, I don't know. In my mouth, it tastes like it feels like fat. Like it's weird.
Yeah, it feels like you're chewing fucking pig fat.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah,
shit.
no, gnarly, super gnarly.
No,
I don't like that stuff either.
No.
Okay, I actually wanted to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Now that just popped up.
I did hear about this.
So Kylie Jenner, her stylist, got into a car accident that needed emergency surgery, or brain surgery, or whatever I remember it was. So yeah, underwent major surgery. Rada is her name.
Yeah.
So she started a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
The
girl's family started a GoFundMe.
The GoFundMe, right? And Kylie is promoting this GoFundMe.
Yeah. So,
but she did donate $5,000.
Did you see her response to it?
No,
because she was getting mad hate, right? And everybody was like, "Yo, you're worth like $900 million or whatever."
Right here, I have it right here. Sam isn't my makeup artist, and unfortunately, we don't have a personal relationship anymore. But I've worked with him I worked with him a few years ago, and I think he's the sweetest. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not her makeup. Okay. Not her makeup artist. Used to work with him. Whatever. The goal was 10,000. Initially, it was 10,000.
And then it became 60,000.
So she topped it up to hit the 10,000.
Yeah.
So you can't. Good for you.
Yeah.
And then I guess they needed more money or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? More operations. And then they raised it to 60K. So then they raised it to 60K. So she put it at like, yo, go donate to this.
Yeah.
Because I already put fucking 5K. Now, she did put 5K. She topped it up. It's not her thing, but a former. Unless it ended badly.
Yeah.
If you're worth $900 million, like if I was personally...
She's worth more over $1 billion, I think.
Yeah, like, okay, say I quit where we're working now, and like, one of the, like Evan, right?
Yeah.
Evan's our friend, whatever, but something happens to him and he needs money, and I'm worth $900 million. Even if we're not like close anymore, like, I'll top you off to 60K. Like,
yeah, the whole
give me give me your fucking... I'll pay your medical bills for this accident. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that sucks, blah, blah, blah. Like, let me give back to somebody I know. But also, it's not... I'm sure this guy was a makeup artist in Hollywood. Worked with Kylie Jenner. I'm sure he's had other, like, very famous clientele. Yeah. That it's like, okay, yeah, we're focusing on Kylie Jenner because she, like, blasted it out. Yeah. But, like, who... Like, you're telling me... Like, what other celebrity... Anyone else? Yeah. Yeah, what other celebrity... like that he does it for isn't like
but the thing is, so like that's how this can be misinterpreted, because people are just blowing her up. Number one, because how much money she spends on the weekly and the daily, even she spends that on a daily basis.
I seen something where it was like, how are you asking people to go donate to a GoFundMe and your like 5-year-old child is
has
going
a $5,000 fucking
whatever.
Range Rover, or whatever, the little stupid one, right? Or she spends like $100,000 in a purse. Yeah. Right, and this is like somebody's life.
Which is fine. Which I think it's fine. Yo, if you're worth like almost $1 billion and you want to buy $100,000 purse and shit,
fucking buy all of them.
Do it. Yo, you worked for it or whatever. Yeah. You have that money, do it. But it's like you kind of gotta give back, and it's kind of tough.
Like you're saying, if it ended off badly, then it's like okay. I get it.
It would have to end off real bad.
Yeah, you know, but if this guy was on his deathbed and you had the money...
Yeah. And it's not as significant. I think I seen something where it was like, this is the equivalent of if you make $100,000 a year.
Spending like fucking $10
She makes $415,000 a day.
Yeah.
So it was like, yo, you can't... Yeah. You're telling me you can't just top the guy off before you even think. Just be like, yo, listen.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, right? So like... she obviously knows who he is. She obviously supports the cause. Yeah. If he dies because he doesn't get that surgery, or is it she?
It was a he.
It was a he, right?
Yeah.
Samuel Rada. Yeah. Makeup artist. So if he dies, that's got to be on her. In a way, you can't even lie.
You have the means to prevent it. That's why.
Yeah, it's not on her. Like it's not like her
it's not
fault.
Your fault.
But like everyone's gonna know that like exactly. You could have prevented it. Like you were like the only one that had like the biggest potential to prevent this. There's definitely other people that this guy knows for sure that are like millionaires.
Yeah, that's
not billionaires, but millionaires.
100%. That's the thing. It's like, oh fuck, like nobody else's thing.
Yeah, like,
she made the mistake of making it public.
Yeah,
when she could have, but it's like, it's tough too because
she's also trying to get other people to donate.
Yeah, but it's tough because it's like, if she does help people, like say she's helped other people in the past, but it hasn't been public. Like this one instance, people are like, "Oh, piece of shit." So it's like, "Oh, fuck, I can't really."
Yeah, well, a lot of people are like that, and it's kind of shit.
Yeah,
especially when you have like that kind of money, and people just expect you to give shit.
The ones that always like, I get it, but I also don't get it. Is like, didn't Jeff Bezos donate like 190 million in the beginning of the pandemic to like the homeless people or something like that?
I don't remember exactly, but
and people were like, "You only donated that, and you're worth."
He makes that in like a day,
and it's like, it's only a small percentage of his net worth,
but he didn't have to do that at all.
$190 million.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I think it's easy for us, like common folk, to be like, "Oh, like why aren't you doing more?" Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then we look like terrible people when we say that shit.
Yeah.
When we're not donating anything.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that criticize that don't give shit.
Yeah.
They don't even give $10.
Yeah. They're just
and they're like, this guy's giving $190 million. And if they were put into
that situation, they would be even worse than a lot of these people.
So so you have that kind of money, right? Let's say
Jeff
you
Bezos
have...
or Kylie Jenner?
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
So do you donate that sort of money, $180 million?
Yeah.
To homeless?
I think I choose a cause. Right? Like, I think when you become a billionaire and stuff, I think it's, I don't know.
No, but does your mindset work around, okay, how can I give this money? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm I'm extremely selfish. And if I work really hard for it, I don't think of myself as a giving well, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. Like, first intention is not for me to give it, it's for me to invest it and make more.
See,
you know what I mean?
That's tough though, because I think there is a certain point where you make a certain amount of money where you don't need more money. You know what I mean?
I honestly don't think.
When you have $1 billion in the bank, there's nothing that you can't. Okay, say you have $20 billion in the bank, right? Or not in the bank, whatever. Say you're worth $20 billion, right? There is nothing in this world
I can't buy
that you can't buy.
Yeah,
nothing. Unless it's like a fucking Google or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But any sports team, any house, anything you could buy. So anything over 20 billion, like you need to give it away, but it's like I think you need to have a purpose. You know what I mean? Like I think. Like, what is your like? What are you doing with your life?
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean? Because it's like, what's the motivation after that, right? You like, there's no cars, there's nothing I need with this money. So it's like, I think your mindset has to change to, okay, let me fucking leave my imprint on this world and fucking make it a better place, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. So okay, but then this has become sort of like turns into like a competitive style form of like the net worth is just a value that you try to get up according to other people's net worth. Like, does it become competitive in a way?
I think it depends on
the person, right?
Guess, like, right, yeah. Because if you want it, like, you could
like
always
Forbes,
make it your goal to be like, I want to be number one.
Yeah, like Forbes releases their list. You're number fucking 22nd.
I think it's different. Like, I look at it as like, why do I need that? Like, what pissing contest do I need? You know what I mean? Like, I think I would want to change as many people's lives as you can if you have that much money.
I think I'm a firm believer in the statement it takes money to make money.
100%. But
so I would think like make as much money as I can.
Yeah.
Literally as much money as I can for as long as I can, and then when people need it the most, like the COVID relief. Like, that's like a huge one, right? Like, when people need it the most, then I'll fucking...
Well, yeah, I think that's...
Don't get me wrong. There's, like, obviously people that need it now. There's always something that people need it the most, right?
That's why I think you almost focus I think I would. Like,
but during
wanna
times
focus.
during times of natural disasters, pandemics, all that kind of stuff, like that's when you just like, you take a couple billion and you fucking
have
splash
to, right?
it.
You almost have to.
Yeah, but it's so shit because
you can make such a big change.
yeah, think of how many. Okay, so he did 180 million or whatever what the figure was. Stupid amount of money compared to like average human. So think about how many other people that all these billionaires that's also like a week's worth of pay that they just say that they just keep that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you get into that whole thing. So if you think about it, the amount of money that's donated versus the amount of money that's kept to themselves privately
is
a ridiculous amount, and it's almost not even close. Like it just makes it seem like the whole world's a piece of shit. Like in a broad view. Right, like don't get me wrong. There's great people that donate so much money, and then like, from my knowledge, it's just that like so many billionaires and millionaires just obviously keep that money to themselves, which they're entitled to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's the thing.
And if everyone had that like mentality of like I want to give more money out, like I want to be able to,
I want to make the world better.
Thinking where we'd be fucked. Yeah. We'd be so good.
But then there's also that thing of like, would they be worth that much money if they had that mindset? You know what I mean?
No, definitely not.
Right? Because I think you do need a bit of greed to get to that point.
Yeah, but you know what I think personally? I think when people have that kind of money, I think they think to themselves, okay, would these people do it for me? Yeah, you know what I mean? Tough. It would, like, that's what I would think. Like, if somebody in this position, would they do it for me?
Yeah, but then those people would never even like have the chance to do that for you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because of like their situation, right?
Yeah, that's kind of fucked.
But it's fucked. Is there a certain like what would you? Okay, you're the richest man in the world. You're $200 billion. What would be your like focus? You know what I mean? Like you know how like Elon Musk is kind of like space focused, right? Like Bill Gates, I think, was doing a lot of things in like Africa with like AIDS and stuff. I could be wrong on that, but you know what I mean? Like what would your focus be?
Okay.
Cancer research, homeless.
No, I don't know about cancer research and stuff like that. I think those are all as a collective. You have
to think they have money, but they have power as well, right? So they have resources and like they could they could talk to anybody. Like when you're the richest person in the world, like you could get into contact with anyone. Yeah,
so I think more like as a collective, the global issues here I would address first, only because I don't think in my lifetime I would be able to start colonizing on a new planet. Yeah. You know what I mean?
See, that's surprising. I thought you would go balls to the wall space. So, what would your focus be? Like climate change,
stuff like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just climate change, but like poverty and everything, and cancer research and.
Oh, so you would just do broad.
Yeah, it would be like.
I think I would want to. You almost kind of want to focus on one thing.
Well, it depends what you value. It depends what you value because what do you value? What at the end of the day, people can live like a shit life, terrible life, homeless their entire lives, but they're living. So what does that think to you? You think like I want to invest all of my money in terms of fatalities and deaths. Right? Like that's the ultimate goal that you need to stop. That's the ultimate like obstacle is deaths.
I think quality of life.
But quality of life.
Yeah.
So that already right there is something over death.
Because like I'm thinking of like people in like third world countries who aren't given the same opportunities. You know what I mean? Like how like changing that around.
Yeah, but I think
I don't know what. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know what my focus would be.
It's hard. It's hard because if you think okay, let's say for cancer, for example, people that get cancer, either like let's say they get it later on in their lives or early on, they could have had a great life before that, not fully lived, but a great life before that, right? Or you have someone that's living in a third world country that doesn't have any resources, that lives their whole life shit.
Yeah.
Right, but they don't get cancer and they get to live their whole life. You know what I mean? So and I guess then you're starting weighing out like
quality of life is like
It depends what you honestly you can't listen to like
subjective. It's subjective.
So
Quality
subjective.
of life is education would be a good one. There's so many different issues in the world that
and that's why you have fucking political leaders, world leaders that gotta be able to in charge of that kind of shit. Speaking of world leaders, super
transition.
segue.
Super segue.
We're going into a meme of a video right here.
Oh.
Joe Biden, the newest president of the United States, falls down the steps going onto Air Force One, not once or twice, but 3 times. This is an absolute meme that I found hilarious.
Yeah.
Only because it's terrible. But if you would have fell all the way down, if you would have
fell back. Yeah, he's falling going upstairs.
Bro, he really just trips and he just gets up. He's fine.
It's not that bad.
But if he like fell, I would feel like shit.
Oh yeah.
But like because it's a little stumble and because he's old, it makes it so much funnier.
He fell because it's windy, right?
No.
It was super
windy.
windy.
Okay, we're gonna watch a video. All
right, he's going up the stairs.
Once.
One trip.
Okay, a little trip. See, 2 trips. 3 trips, he's down.
When I seen
he's
this,
out for the count. 3 trips, he's checking. He's checking.
No, my favorite's at the end, the salute.
Does he turn around and salute?
He does.
I just fell for you.
It's like, I'm an idiot. I'm embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed I'm getting on this plane.
Definitely going to be fucking...
Oh my God, bro. Okay, so...
when I first seen that, I was like, this guy break his ankle? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Because he trips once, and then he's like, he goes up 2 more steps, trips, and then tries going up 1 more and falls again, and it's like, what's going on here?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this guy just snapped his ankle?
Okay, so I'm going to give you a little backstory on those steps in particular. Extremely narrow.
Are you talking about just plain steps or that?
Those steps leading into Air Force One.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a long history involved with those steps. They're extremely narrow and they're extremely tall. Okay, so already that like
weird steps.
Only because they have to be compact and they have to get you to the height of Air Force One without being
and
fucking.
Air Force One is huge.
Without being so long.
Yeah, the fucking
you know what I mean?
You're going a mile to get
exactly. Yeah, that's why they got to be tall and short. Right, so the stairs are difficult.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that.
When you think about it, okay.
It's like there's no other
so last year, or no, not last year. When Trump was first elected, I don't know if it was like during his first year or second year, they were making fun of him. There was a meme, same thing, that he was going super slow. Like so slow, like super careful. Like they're like, oh, this guy doesn't know how to walk upstairs. Like, you know what I mean? They don't realize.
Okay, that being said, though, that clip didn't go as viral as it should have gone.
Yeah, definitely not. Actually, it went pretty viral.
If that was Trump, that would have been
everywhere.
Blasted even more.
Yeah.
He would have been making so much more fun. And fuck Trump, but like you gotta make fun of Biden too for it.
Yeah, no, that was a meme. That was an actual meme. But originally, I thought he broke, like you said, I thought he broke his ankle.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna watch it back. This first trip.
Yeah, because he trips, and you're like, oh, okay, like happens to all of us.
But
it was like the 1 more step and the trip again.
Yeah, this first one, I was like, he's going up. He's going up.
Oh, confidence. The chest
right there.
Trips. Okay.
That one, I was like, okay.
This is where I'm like,
that's why I was like,
crawl.
Oh my God.
I was like, he's gonna start crawling up these stairs, and it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah.
How embarrassed do you have to be?
Bro, good for him though. That's what you check it out. You don't sit down. You get up. You take it like a man. You salute and you get on the fucking plane.
You know
that's how it's done.
You know what I do?
That's how it's done.
I trip the first time. It's whatever. I trip like the 3rd time. I make a little thing like
tie my shoe.
What the fuck is on my shoe? I was like, it's my shoes.
You guys can see
my
this?
shoes are fucked up. It's not me falling up the stairs. It's these damn shoes I got.
Fucking gum on my shoe. You guys see this? What the fuck?
Yeah, because there's no way I'm just like, what? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta blame it on something else.
When you're a thing like that, when you're
a public figure
like that, like you're getting shit on. Like he got so much criticism, especially because he's old, bro. That's what I'm telling you.
That's why.
That's what makes it so much funnier.
If it was like Obama's like in his 40s or whatever.
Bro, Obama's fucking.
Obama would do handstand
in shape, bro. In shape. He played bald, like everything. Like I remember he in the White House. He used to like tons of working out and shit. He's in shape. Like all these politicians, like that you see are like old men that are just fucking.
Yo, Trump was. I don't want to go too much on Trump. Trump was a chubby boy.
Yeah, and he's gut, and he had the politician's gut, bro.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he had.
Yeah, he looked like a
signature politician. That's what he had.
Signature old.
Take in that guy was on fucking Celebrity Apprentice.
Yeah, you're fired.
I'm fucking fired.
He was in Home Alone.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
And not president. The president of the United States.
Yeah.
Could you believe that? That's crazy. Like, who else? And then same thing with Arnold Schwarzenegger. The same thing. Governor of California and the Terminator.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
I'm so surprised that went through.
That's so good that like the cultures merge.
Is that good?
No. It isn't. I lied to you.
I don't know how Arnold did in Office. So I think I just like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So it's
I like him as a guy too.
It's cool. But it's like
straight up guy.
He could have been. Oh, he's kind of. A
Have
scumbag.
You seen it? Yeah, kind of a scumbag. That's why. Straight up
with his nanny and shit.
Yeah, doesn't give you shit. He'll fucking straight up right to your face.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened on James Corden when this is a while ago, a long time ago? They did like spill your guts or fill your guts.
Oh yeah,
that show where you got to eat like funky shit.
Yeah, answer the question
or eat some pig's foot or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, "What's like the most illegal thing you've done in office or something like that?"
Oh, no.
And then he was like, "Yeah, I passed a bill that shouldn't have been passed." I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Oh no!
Just to make sure that I'm.
Does he say? Does he say which bill?
No, hold on.
Oh, Arnold! I'm so surprised. Arnold Schwarzenegger net worth high. Oh wow, it's right here.
In the public's eye, politicians have a reputation for lying. While you were governor, what is something you said or did that you knew was a lie?
I completely butchered it.
Come on. Answer it. Answer the question. Don't look at the food, look me in the eye. You can do it.
He's fucked, man. He doesn't give a fuck. He'll literally just say whatever.
Okay.
Oh, it's only a chili pepper smoothie, bro. It's not even bad.
I know.
I don't know if I can say that. Let me give you the shot. There's a time when the governor signs bills or vetoes them. So when you veto a bill from the legislators, then you write a veto message. Or there was one legislature that I didn't like at all. And so I vetoed his bill, but I wanted to make sure that he really gets the message. So I wrote each line on the veto message, each line had to start with a certain letter that when you go down the line, it says you.
That's actually.
That's badass. That's fucking badass. That's fucking badass.
That's great.
He's literally a G for that.
So, I don't know if we're gonna have that clip, but recap it.
Basically, he was just like, while he was in office, he vetoed a bill with a legislator that he didn't like, and like each sentence of his response started with a certain letter and it started with like FUCKYOU. That spelled out fuck you.
But it was like a rejection letter.
Yeah, and then they approached him and said, "What the fuck?" And then he was just like, "Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about." Like,
yeah, he had to play dumb.
That's a meme.
Like, it said that's hilarious.
That's a fucking meme, my bro. He's a stand-up guy.
You know what's crazy to think? Like when you're a kid, you think you're like, oh yeah, adults are like mature and like all this shit. But it's like, nah, they're just they don't give a fuck about shit. Like they don't know everything.
Well, now that we're adults, we just don't.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know shit.
You think your parents know everything? They don't fucking nothing.
Nothing, mom.
Well, not nothing, but not nothing. But they do know a lot, but not as much as you think.
Yeah, think about how many times your parents have just bullshitted it to you. You've asked a question like.
And they're just like, oh yeah, like this is
bro. My dad was so quick with that shit, and I wonder how many times as a kid, like he was just feeding me bullshit. Like I would just ask him, like, why is this like a certain color or something?
I see that now.
Oh, because blah blah blah.
I see that now. Even like my little cousins and shit, they'll ask me stuff, and I just like spew some shit at them, and they'll be like, oh, okay,
and then they're going to school,
just telling everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're gonna wrap it up there for today.
Cool.
I'm glad we talked about what we talked about. I wanted to get some of those topics out of the way. But yeah, thanks for coming on the podcast again. I really fucking appreciate it. This has been episode 9. If you're watching this, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you thought about the couple of videos that we watched. If you're listening to this, hit us up on YouTube for full video of the RTF podcast. And sorry, again, if you're watching this, you can find all of our social, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all of that in the description. And that's it for us, episode 9 again. Andrew, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Second episode in the studio, officially complete. And thanks for watching. That was episode 9. See ya.
Bye.